Hello. How's it going, everyone? That did not show up very well. We're gonna do something else. Not popping right. You're awake for now, right? Honestly, I feel like maybe we should remove the guidelines. Make my life a little easier. So this is the one we were working on Facebook earlier. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Guess we can maybe, oh, that's a lot, but I guess that's fine. There he goes in the litter box. He's such a stinker. No, Scott wasn't hungry, so I don't like making dinner for just myself. I feel like it's a waste of food. Whoops. So I just I had some tuna salad and a couple little pieces of fruit riot for some sweet sour treat. I know. I need to clean my bathroom. I don't think I'm gonna get to that though. I cleaned like the kitchen a little bit today. I did some laundry. I'll definitely straighten up over here before I take off for the weekend. Where are you going? Toby cat. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear the music? Curious if you can or not. Dang it. Yeah, I don't know why sometimes you guys can hear the music here on YouTube and other times you can't. Weird. I was wondering if, like, the more upbeat song that I was listening to on Facebook would come through, but apparently not. I'm gonna keep it on though because I like it. It's pretty chill. Oh, the cat stinks. So what's new in the last few hours? No, I Scott keeps telling me that it makes Toby sick. Or not Toby sick. It makes like his allergies crazy. I don't know. So I try not to light it when he's home, sadly. Sadly. Aw, congrats on his retirement. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I mean, definitely we want to. I think this will probably be Paula's only time in the US, but um I think we'll definitely try and do some type of other dot fam thing in the future for sure. Now that we'll have one in our books, you know? How's it going? We're getting some top dots on here before we finish off the main part of the or the edge of the design, just so that we don't stick our hands in paint. And then the next one we do, I'm gonna use some design aspects in it, but I'm gonna try and do kind of like a peacock feather sort of inspired design because I can sort of see that within this design. So hopefully with a few changes, we can do some sort of peacock inspired one. I guess we'll see. Hello, Princess Belle. I know, right, Shelby? Well, yeah, I mean, definitely probably like some uncertainty, I'm sure, but you guys will figure it out. Well, hello. Only a few more days. I know. I know. I just, I can't help it. My girl, I already did a shout out for you. No, you're good. Isn't it cute? I wasn't gonna start with top dots, but then I just kind of figured it's probably smart if we do that and kind of continue to work our way outwards. I'll thank myself later. It is almost 9:45 at night. The night is still young. We'll be on until midnight. What's up? So this set is from the exclusive anniversary set. The one that is not going to be releasing ever. So this one was one of the mysteries that I released in March for my 5-year anniversary. The set was inspired by like a little bit of me, both me and Dory. So we had a kitty face and this heart paw print. Um, there was a piece of poop, which Toby so kindly graced us with his litter box present at the beginning of this live. So that's why that was in there. And then there was a little Dory fish. What did I say? Cat face, Dory fish, heart paw print, piece of poop. Oh, and a mouse. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I think both of these hearts are too um big. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's all right. It's for some people it was a collector's set. Some people bought it not intending to use it, just to have it as a specialty set. Yeah, I know, right? That person doesn't get it anymore because she actually does not like me. So, unfortunately, but I might still make some. I'm protecting my peace. No. There's a lot of tools to keep track of. I get it. Oh, well, have a good day at school. Are your PSSAs starting? Does that start in 6th grade or does that start in high school? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Yay! Slowly but surely, right? I know. Whenever I, like, move things around and reorganize, sometimes that also involves me, like, switching the drawers that certain tools are in, and then I'm like, "Oh my god, where are they?" "Hello, hello, how's it going?" I mean, I get it though, like, some of these tools are pretty specific. So sometimes you need, like, the right, you need a reminder or just, like, the right idea to go, "Oh, yeah, that tool, that'll come in handy." Well, I mean, it is nice to use them. Yeah, I know. I'll reorganize being like, "Yeah, this is a great place to keep this," and then I go and I'm like, "Where did I put it?" Hence, still not being able to find all my alcohol inks. They still have not shown themselves to me, unfortunately, which is kind of a shame. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't need that much paint for sure. It's not a ballpoint tool or an acrylic dowel. You definitely have to, especially with certain tools, the ones that have like finer details. Yeah, you definitely got to be careful. But I think we've all done it, you know? I mean, I still overdip sometimes, even though I know not to. Uh, yes. No. 8. 6, 6 opals and 2 non-opals. There's the holographic and the blue. Individually with a little dotting tool. It's definitely not easy. You have to work really fast because if the paint starts to kind of dry and clump up on the tool, then you've got to kind of wipe it off and dry it off in between, and it takes forever. But yeah, I take like a small dotting tool and just kind of carefully, a little heavily, draw paint on the area that I want a certain color. But it's definitely not peaceful or relaxing to use multiple colors at once. They're definitely more meant to be stamped into the paint. You get a better looking outcome whenever you do one color. But some of them you can color in after the fact, like once they dry. But they're definitely more meant to spread a little bit of paint thin on the little like paint cup thing that comes with them. Tap it thin, spread out the surface area of the paint, and then gently just dip in and pull out. Oh no. Well, if you break a tool, shoot me a message. I don't do well like with remembering when I'm told on a live, but if I have like a paper trail, like an email or a message on like Facebook or somewhere, it's easier for me to replace. Just tell me, show me which tool just so I can make sure that I'm sending you the right one. Oh, oh my gosh. Yes, I believe in the first set, yes, because I think there were 14 the last time, and I have a drawer thing that holds 24 that has 24 drawers, and it's completely filled up with the first 2. So, yes, I believe there was 10 the first time and 14 the second. Hello. Thanks. It's not done. I mean, it's done. It just, it needs varnished and it needs its resin coat. I have 2 ladybug ones. They're similar. I changed up the greens between the 2. Oh, definitely keep sticking my hand in something. Nothing like a little hologram to give more of like a glitter. So pretty. Just a little bit. The dark blue, on the hearts or on the dots? The dark blue on the dots is indigo pop, and the dark blue that I colored the hearts in with is the deep sapphire extreme sheen. You're welcome. I just don't know what I want to do here. I mean, I might just be able to do a regular paw print. I don't think my heart or the the heart or the paw print heart, I don't think they will be small enough. But the regular paw prints, oh, that's even bigger. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't go all the way down. Just like I just kiss the surface, basically enough to just coat the top part. Oops. You don't really want it to go further down because that's how you squish everything. Oh, we're too zoomed in. Hopefully you remember where you put everything. Sometimes like changing things around is just a good way to just sort of jumpstart a little bit. I used to do that like twice a year when I lived alone. I would rearrange my bedroom. I would just change things around. I would put my bed on a different wall, move my dresser around, you know. I don't know, I love doing it. When I lived at home with my parents, they would get annoyed because I would like decide to do it late at night and they'd be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I need a little change. Don't mind me, go back to bed. All right, so we're gonna do or try to do a more peacock inspired one. This one is green. Put some paint away. Reset. I don't have to reset as much as I did at the beginning of the Facebook Live though. Okay. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so we definitely need the 8 split again. Can't wait till we actually have the square ones. It'll be so easy. Right now I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Hope that it's good enough. Peacock-esque, exactly. So we'll start out the same way we did the first time. Pick out some peacock-like colors. I might pull up a picture of a peacock feather just so I kind of get the colors in the right spot as well, just for a little inspo. Yeah. Yep. I was doing some paint inventory the other day. I have a Google Doc for myself that I have all of my like I call it my paint store, but all of my backup paints I have. Every once in a while I just kind of reset and do some inventory because I'm sure I've shopped my stash a few times, you know. That way I can see like what colors I either don't have or I'm running super low on. Because there's nothing worse than being in the middle of a project and running out of paint and going to try to, you know, get a new one from the stash and I don't have any. So, I did that because now that a lot of the colors we have to order from online, I need to kind of know ahead of time because I can't just like I won't always be able to run to Michael's and I definitely can't run to Hobby Lobby anymore because they don't make or they don't carry the paint. Yep. Mine's like that now too. It's very, very sad. I hope they don't sell any of their paint. That's what they get. Whoops. That's what they get. I hope they don't sell shit. I hope they don't sell anything. It sucks. I actually am probably gonna throw mine out, to be honest. I liked it at first, in terms of like I felt like certain colors were nice and opaque, but because I don't use them all the time, they don't keep very nicely. And I just don't use them, so they're taking up room. Their metallics are nice, but yeah, I mean, as soon as you open the bottle, the clock starts ticking. Okay, let's Google a picture of a peacock feather, just so I can make sure I have all my stuff in the right kind of all right. Well, I don't want to use a lot of bronze, so we're gonna go a little more green heavy. Well, I feel like we have to use peacock teal because, it's in the name. Yeah, I usually post in my buy sell nothing group for where I live and see if anybody wants them. I guess when I mean I'm gonna toss them, I didn't mean like actually toss them. I'm just not gonna use them. Okay, let's get started. We'll start with these colors. I don't know. Mostly because I'm lazy, honestly. It's easier for me to be like, "Hey, does anybody want this?" than like try and find a place to like drop them off at. I have this one mom that she has gotten quite a few art supplies for me from that group because she lives pretty close and she kind of was like, anytime you want to like de-stash, message me first before you post. And I was like, okay. Well, I bought probably about 30 of them and they all swatched very nicely, but they're a little thick. And I know I could probably add some medium to it to get them to thin out a little bit, but that's just I mean, there's a reason I use Americana because I don't have to putz with the consistency all the time, you know? Hello, hello. Yeah, before I go to like donate anything or put them somewhere else, I'll always post to the group because it's just like I can just put it out on my patio, you know? Don't have to, drive anywhere. I don't have to walk to the dumpster. Like, you know. Just put it out on my patio with someone's name on it, and they come to get it, and that's that. I know. Yeah. Especially because a lot of the times whenever you put a medium in the paint, you still have to do it again. Like it doesn't fix it for good. And that's just annoying to me. Yeah. So this one, I have two favorite metallic greens. There's the Extreme Sheen Emerald. Actually, I have three of them. Just kidding. Where's the other one? So there's the Americana Multi-Surface Metallics, which is just up high right now. I don't feel like standing up. And then there's these two as well. They're all very pretty. Well, I guess I should, because I'll show you the difference. So this one is nice and sparkly. And this one has been my favorite for a very long time. It's like, it's hard to see, but well, I guess it's not. It's very sparkly. Um, I really like that one a lot. And then this one, I believe, was the one that I was using. So, little, it's more metallic. And then the crystal green is a little bit more cool toned. Still green, but it's got a little bit more of like a blue toned green, I guess. So I like all of these. So altogether, I mean, they're emerald green in a way. Oh, I do too. Their light gold is my all-time favorite gold. Their multi-surface metallics, literally my favorite. Hello. All right. And then this one is holly green, which is a staple for me, especially around the holidays. It's such a good like Christmas green. And it dries really nicely too. So holly green, Kelly green, and fairway green, some of my favorite Christmas greens. Honestly, this is my favorite color green. Like a nice kind of emeraldy sort of green. Oh, I know, right? You'd be surprised. I mean, Halloween's definitely my favorite, but the more time that I spend doing Christmas things, like all the ornaments and whatnot, you can't help but just feeling a little festive and stuff. So Christmas has definitely grown on me for sure. Not that anyone's counting, right? So this point, I'm just repeating the design that I came up with earlier, but we're changing the colors, and I'll change up some stuff eventually, to make it look more peacock than paw print. But I saw peacock feathers and stuff like that inside that design as I was making it, so wanted to try it, see if I couldn't come up with something peacock-esque. It's not gonna be exact, obviously, but as long as it reads peacock in a way, I'm good with that. Right? I mean, honestly, that's the next holiday I decorate for. So I would totally agree with him. That's correct. That is definitely correct. Ooh, we need like a light green too. The mystery ornament sale is literally so much fun. I look forward to it every year. I think I decorated someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I decorated for Halloween on July 1st. I try to wait until after the 4th of July for some reason, but for some reason last year I put up everything July 1st. As soon as the stores start carrying Halloween, it's Halloween time for me, and I put out all of my ghosties. Yay. So for spring, my apartment throws up peeps everywhere and around Halloween. For the months leading up to Halloween, I just add a bunch of ghosts because I think ghosts are so cute. Yeah, I mean, Halloween as an adult has been significantly less fun. Although I do try to go over my parents and help them hand out candy. Last year, my parents weren't home, so me and my sister slept over and handed out candy. Um, because my dad's 65th birthday was last year, so he wanted to go out of town, and so we did, but he left a couple days before we did. And then my mom worked till like 9-ish, which trick or treating's over at that point. So my sister and I went over and we handed out candy while my mom was at work. And then she came home and we ate dinner, a late dinner. And then we got up early the next day with the dogs. Well, one of the dogs, because he took Freddie. And we drove to Ohio for an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere. I know. I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, and I'm just like, just trying to enjoy it because I know I'm not going to be able to for much longer. She is a pharmacist. So she was working the closing shift that night. Now that her kids are grown up and moved out, she gets all the shifts if there's like a holiday. Which I mean, I get it, the other people might have younger kids that they want to take trick or treating and stuff, but sometimes it's a little unfair. Yeah. My dad's an endocrinologist, but he went to pharmacy for undergrad. So, he was a pharmacist before he was a doctor. And so they met at well, they didn't I don't think it was Rite Aid, but it was like what Rite Aid was before maybe, I don't know. Um she was a pharmacy student and my dad was the pharmacist on duty and she did not like him at first. Well, my dad's stubborn and with a lot of those kind of jobs, you work through your lunch. And my dad has always been a foodie, and one thing that he refuses to do is work through his meal because he's like, fuck that, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. And so I guess on like their really busy days, if it would be one of those days where like most people wouldn't take a break, he would sit down on the floor with his sandwich and eat. And my mom would get so mad about it. And I guess some of the other pharmacy people were like, Pete really likes you. You should go out on a date with him. And she was like, absolutely not. And they were like, no, I think you should really give him a chance. Like, he's really a good guy deep down. Right? I don't even know how long they've been married at this point. I mean, probably over 30 years, I would say. Because, I mean, well, definitely over, I think maybe 35, 36 years. I don't know. I mean, they were married a few years before they had me and my sister, so yeah, he was like, "Mm-mm." But, like, she would get mad because 'cause they'd have to work around him because he would just sit right down on the floor. Yeah, right? Okay. I picked the wrong color to do that with, but we're just gonna go with it, and it'll be fine. Like I said, it's gonna be peacock-esque. Oh, look, it leaves a little heart in the metallic. How cute. I can see the lily pad, yeah. And I'm gonna color this in with this color, so if there's any little discrepancy, I'm not worried about it. I just want to get the heart shape. Instead of this being a circle, they're gonna be hearts, but that's all right. For next month, just round so far. I can't guarantee that I won't ever do squares. I probably will at one point, but for next month, you just need round. Just a thin layer. But if you can't find the square ones, you can always just do like a square canvas, a 4x4 square canvas. That'll work too. Probably, yeah. Since I don't have anything planned with it right now, I only have the circles, but yeah, if I plan something, I'll provide a couple, 2 to 4 depending on the project. But if you think you're gonna be painting multiples, I do have them both of the shapes linked on my Amazon storefront. Um, so no, I'm off tomorrow. And I don't even know, did I schedule myself to be live on Thursday? Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. So Paula will be here tomorrow. Paula will be here before a couple days before everybody else. So I'll probably be, if it's depending on the time that she gets in tomorrow, I'll probably be hanging out with Paula, but I'm typically off on Wednesdays anyways. Wait, I can't remember what I said. Did I say that, did I ask if I was off or if I had a live on Thursday? I don't remember what I asked. Okay. So I think I was planning for Thursday. But I'll let you guys know for sure if I change my mind. 'Cause I plan to potentially go live just in case, like, I don't know what Paula really has planned, and, I don't know if we'll be hanging out until all hours of the night, because 'cause we've got a busy weekend. She was considering potentially coming over, and not that I mind, because 'cause I'm sure I'm fine with it, but I don't really have a place for her to sit, so that's my predicament. Not comfortably anyways. I am. When my sister comes over, she doesn't really have the best place to sit either. Um, and there's only one place that you can kinda, like, pull yourself into, otherwise you're, like, sitting against a cabinet with drawers. Considering potentially setting myself up on the couch for the night if she does wanna come over, and that way she can sit on the couch, but I didn't, but the reason I stopped using Toby's chair and I got a new one is because it was getting, like, old and creaky, and I was afraid I was just gonna there was, like, a running kinda joke that one day I'd be live and my chair would just break on me and I'd be, on the floor. So, since I don't wanna use it, I definitely don't want Paula to use it. It's fine for a little, 12-pound cat, but besides that, I don't know. Oh, yeah? How was your craft club? Yeah, like, over time, some of the bolts just kind of fell out and I misplaced them because I was like, "Yeah, I'll fix it," and then I didn't. And then it's one of those chairs that has like it's not like a powered up and down, but it does have like a little like gas. It's not gas, but some type of thing to help the seat move up and down. And that doesn't really work anymore either. So sometimes I'll just get stuck on the lowest setting and there's nothing I can do about it. So, or sometimes it'll work and I'll be sitting and then it'll just fall. Oh, good. I think I also got mine yesterday. Yeah. Unfortunately, when she had that sale, she wasn't planning on her dog suddenly getting really sick and passing away. So, she needed some time to, grieve him before she got back to work. For real, that's kind of what it felt like. Yeah, he passed on Easter, like very suddenly. Like she was celebrating Easter out and thankfully our like girlfriends, the part of like the girl group, she was spending the weekend with her. So while Kayla went out for like some Easter stuff with her boyfriend and his family, um, Ashley stayed home and, like, hung out with Boudreaux, and everything was good, everything was fine. She has, like, 2 Great Danes herself, so, like, she knows how to take care of them. And I think, Kayla was home for about an hour, and they were just cuddling, and then he got up and started, like, throwing up and gagging, and, apparently, one of the main causes of death for Great Danes is, like, their stomach flipping. And I mean, he was almost 10, so he was pretty old as it was. Um, but it was still very unexpected and they rushed him to the emergency vet. Like they got him in the car really fast and rushed him to the emergency vet and they because he was so old and most likely had prostate cancer, um they were like he's not a candidate for anything. We can't help him. And so they had to put him down. Very fast, very sad. So, yeah, she definitely needed a little bit of a break before she tried to go back to her normal life because that was like that was her soul. Am I back? Who's in here that I can text from my computer? I'm back. I think that was definitely a YouTube thing. Um, because I was fine. I didn't have any of that buffering that I usually do. Um, like I don't know what happened. I feel like YouTube just pooped out. That's pretty lame. But yeah, I've actually had quite a few instances on here where YouTube has just like decided not to work. And sometimes it's like a full blackout everywhere. Um, but yeah, I didn't get any like spinning circle or anything. It looked like it was fine. And I could see you guys saying like, "Oh no, I can't see you." Blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. That was weird. I was about to message the Dot Fam chat on Facebook and be like, "It's not me. If it stays like this, we're just gonna go over to TikTok." That was weird. I don't know. Poor Judy was like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm here. What are you talking about?" And meanwhile, everybody else was like, "Nope, I can't see you either." Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was me though. I'm blaming YouTube. Anyways, I was just dotting along, doing my thing. Good. Good, good, good. Hopefully it stays that way. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely sometimes it does happen on here. I've noticed. I feel like it goes down or has issues more than TikTok does. I'm not gonna say more than Facebook because I feel like Facebook always has issues, but um remember that one time it was like 5 minutes before midnight and everything just stopped and I just gave up. I was like, whatever. I'm not coming back. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm breaking YouTube. That sucks though, because I feel like we had quite a bit of people watching. Pretty lame. Oh well, we'll get him back, hopefully. I tried texting Shelby, but then I remembered I can't text her from my computer. I'm pretty sure Sparkle Lisa's sleeping because I haven't seen her in here. Dang you, Shelby, and not having an iPhone. That is annoying. One of the things I don't like about like they've made strides to kind of like intermingle like Apple with the other phones. But that's one of the things that they just haven't done yet is allow us to text off of um Apple Wi-Fi, whatever. Me too. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a blasty blast. I know. Oh, you're getting a new phone again? Well, maybe there's a good deal on an iPhone. That would be cool. I'll know if your texts are blue. I'll be like, "Oh my gosh. Yes." And then we can actually FaceTime. Well, actually no. I think we were no, because I think when we do one-on-ones, do we have to do it over Facebook? I can't remember. Some of you I FaceTime because I have your number and you have mine, but not everybody has my personal phone number. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I was like, I don't know if she's asleep or not. Too many freaking things up. Oh shit. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Oh, good. I love my iPhone too. I think because it's a heart, I didn't want to round it out, but I think I'll put like a little dot here. Remember, peacock-esque, peacock inspired. Me too. I have Apple everything. I can't imagine not after having all Apple devices for so long, which I just realized I took off my Apple Watch earlier when I was doing my hair and I didn't put it back on. Let's bring back up that peacock picture. I know. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was asleep. I think once I get the blue in here, it'll really start to come together. And you'll be like, ah, yes, definitely peacock. I know. Yep. Um, and it's very hard to like convince them to switch to the other. I remember my best friend switched to Android, and after having an iPhone, like most of her cell phone having life, and I don't even think she made it a year before she had to switch back because she couldn't take it. But then Ashley, my other best friend, she has Android or maybe Google. That's not the same, is it? She has the other one of the other ones, and she loves it, and she had an iPhone for years. Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, so it's literally just Apple or Android. Lots of practice. Oh, really? Only a couple weeks? What? I'm sorry, it just needs it. I'm sorry. I just feel like the fan tool is a necessary addition to this design. Believe it or not, I try not to use the fan every single design, even though I just love it so much. I do try to make a conscious effort not to. But in this case, like, I think that it needs to be used, so we'll use it. They've made some good, improvements to the cameras with the iPhone. Not that they were ever bad, but recently they've done some good stuff with it. Maybe a little too good though, because I feel like, a lot of the, like, YouTube, Facebook, and, TikTok, a lot of that hasn't quite caught up with the new camera stuff yet. Oh, did they? See, I haven't even it is really hard to take a picture in the dark if you don't have things, like, turned off. Because 'Cause I'll try, whenever I do Halloween pretty pots and I wanna, like, capture the little ghost glowing, I have to change a few different camera settings so that it doesn't make it look light and that it just captures the little ghost glowing. Because otherwise it'll, like, try to adjust and try and, like, lighten, your area, and you're like, "No, stop, I want it to be dark." Oh, no. Are the comments lagging now? Or am I lagging? I don't know. Yeah, you might have to swipe out and come back. The usual fix or try to fix, swipe out, come back, see what happens. I feel like that's the same for, like, every app. Okay, so bear with me because we'll have to do a triple dot, so it won't quite do what I want it to right here, right now, but eventually, I hope that it will. Because there's, like, a teal outline and then the dark blue, so but I think already it's starting to come together, don't you? I'm back. I'm here. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It wasn't me though. I know that for sure. Yeah, we're trying to do like a peacock kind of inspired design. Thank you. Um, aren't olives supposed to be a fruit technically? I mean, I consider them a vegetable, but I'm pretty sure they're a fruit. I might be wrong though. I did. Sort of. So if you go um in the regular dot fam, well, it's in VIP too, but it's in both groups. So the featured tab, um, there's a Google Doc that I have um like linked there sort of. And if you go to the last two tabs in that Google Doc, one of them will be all the colors online that you can't get at Michael's. And then all the other one is the colors that you can walk in to get at Michael's. And what I did to make that list, so it might not be 100% perfect, but what I did to make that list is like I know if you go online to Michael's, technically you can get every color, but they have two different listings for their paints. One of them will show like fulfilled by an outside source, which would be Deco Art, and then the other one is like where you can walk in and get it, and you can kind of tell by the price. The ones that aren't like a dollar whatever, and they're like close to $3, those would mean that those ones are online only. The ones that are closer to $3. The ones that are in the dollar something, that means they're from like you can walk in right at Michael's and go get the color. So that's how I arranged the last two tabs of that Google Doc. Good night, Mary. Yes, I think yes, I think that is correct. Olive is a fruit. You're welcome. I don't know. Is this that's two. Well, this might be almost perfect. Maybe we try it. Go dry this off though. I don't know if this is too dry or not. Probably. Okay, so this is gonna be hard. Hopefully, hopefully I don't miss. Cool. It's a little too dry. I should probably pour more. It wants to be a fruit, but come on now, it's definitely a veggie, in my opinion. I just want those teal dots to dry so I can put in that dark blue. Really bring everything together. Hello. We are cutting it so close with this. I'm glad we have enough space, but we were risking it, that's for sure. Um, Royal Ruby Dazzling Metallics Deco Art, which is funny because it's definitely not red. I thought that when I got this, I'm like, this is definitely more of like a brass kind of. It's very similar to Worn Penny. Is that what this is? Worn Penny might be just like a little bit more orangey, but it's very similar. That's what I meant, not brass. Oops, that's not the color I wanted to use. This is the color I wanted to use. Huh. I don't know where brass came from. Brass is like yellow, isn't it? Like a gold, a yellowy gold. Sorry, I just can't help myself. I know that it's a sparkly background, but just felt like I needed to kind of do a little bit more. Yeah, more yellow copper. It's really bugging me that I have to wait for dots to dry on this. I just really want to keep going, but I know I can't for a lot of this right now. I mean, I could start some of the top dots, but I know. I'm like, gotta do some sparkles. Like, I almost wanna do the blue over this green. It does, and that's exactly why I started doing it, because it helps me feel like I don't have to fill in as much of the negative space. I can leave some free because it'll just sparkle behind it. I am. I'm gonna do what I can. There's definitely some that I can't. So this darker blue will go on top of this eventually, but it's not dry yet. Rude. Rude. There we go. Fixed it. I wanna see a peacock. Well, I would play it, but I'm sure I'll get in trouble. Now's the time to add all the sparkles because we can. I do like this design. I think for the most part it was pretty darn successful. If you don't whatever, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but if you ask me, I might have to do another one of these. I don't think I have I don't think I have the well, I might have one that I could do another one on tonight. Don't remember what I have already prepped. Did I stick my finger on that? Hmm. I don't know when that happened. It's fine. Maybe I'll make one for my dad for his bar. Just a little intro to his peacock table that or painting that he wants me to do. I just don't know how I would do a 30 by 30 square peacock painting for him. I have no fucking clue. Design wise and like I don't have the space to do it. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay. I'm glad you're here. Yes, you'll feel better now. Oh no, yeah, don't do that. Come join us. I'm sorry you're having a rough time though. You can do it. You made it this long, you know? Do you watch Jenny on TikTok? I think it's like the dot spot or something, I think is her username. Do you watch her? I don't believe you guys are the same person because your name is spelled differently. And if you are, oh my God, I didn't know this entire time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure, I don't know if she is like, you know, how some people don't like talking about it. I wonder if that could be a good, contact point for you, you know, if you're ever kind of feeling a certain way, maybe, you know, talking to someone who was like currently going through the same thing would help. Not that talking to us won't help, but I'm just saying, you know, maybe there's like some things that she could, you know, tell you or say to you that, you know, helps a little bit more sometimes, you know, because she's going on a year. So she hasn't quite made it a year yet. I've been kind of keeping an eye out on her secretly, just kind of watching her progress, and I think it's really cool that like I don't know if she ends her lives every time the same way, but I was watching her live today and she ended it and she had her little like, "Hi, I'm Jenny and I'm 200 and I can't remember what day it is, but you know, she's very nice. She's very sweet. But she also, I guess, was having a rough time recently, and, she was really thankful for, like, the community that she's found on TikTok and was, like, talking today about how thankful she was that some of them were, you know, there to kinda talk to her, so yeah. You know what? One of my favorite things about her, well, there's a lot of things I really like about her, but her laugh. Her laugh is so cute. Every time she giggles, I just smile. Oh, is she? Actually, I think I might have known that. She's very sweet. I probably shouldn't be doing this right now. Careful. Careful. I believe it's the dot spot, I think is her username on TikTok. Her name is Jenny. All right, we gotta put this aside for a little bit as much as I want to continue onwards. I can't without messing up some wet paint. So let's bring this back because I'm sure there's a few more things I need to do to that. Yeah, there's just a few things. Oh, is she? Yeah, I was watching her this afternoon for a little bit. And honestly, like I wish I watched like more of you guys when you go live. It's not that I don't want to. It's that I, believe it or not, I don't scroll very much during the day. Actually, you guys probably believe that a lot because, how would I have time? But yeah, I don't scroll that much during the day. If I do scroll, it's usually in like mid-afternoon. I start like if I go to take a nap, I'll kind of wind down around 3:30 or 4 and I'll scroll for a little bit and then I'll take a nap. But besides that, I don't really scroll. Hello, Melon. Mel, Mel on the roll. Hi, Mel. Thanks. This was the design that inspired me to try the peacock design because there were certain parts of this that just kind of screamed could be a peacock feather. So I decided to try it out tonight. A little bit of a change of the design aspect, but overall very similar. Mhm. Oh, good, 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 good. I know, right, Shelby? So much time. All right, where's the rest of my oh, here it is. I didn't realize how oh, that's not the color I want to do. How much I needed art in my life until it like, presented itself and how much it just kind of chills me out. Like, yes, sometimes it's a cause of my anxiety, but that's like that's my own doing because I, chose to make a business out of it. But when I can just sit down, I call it free painting. If I'm painting with no, business in mind, I'm just painting to paint, that really helps. And I've gotten a lot of that time this month because I busted my ass the first couple weeks of this month to get ready so that I didn't have to really do much at the end. And then I realized how much extra like free painting time I had. So I'm gonna try to maybe start because for a while with VIP, I give myself the first 2 weeks to do nothing. And then I stress the last 2 weeks because I don't have anything planned. But maybe getting it out of the way first is really the trick. Yep, so here it is. Thankful that this design inspired another design. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes it'll be a design I just do it over and over again, and sometimes I'll do a design and go, "You know what? I see something that I can do differently and make it even better." I probably will do this one again. This one turned out cute. Maybe do like a rainbow version of this at some point. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like that's one thing a lot of us have in common. It might not be the same stressor, but I feel like, there's a reason that all of us started it or that all of us, use this as some sort of outlet. I think it's one of those things that kind of connects us all together. It's a paw print. A paw print within a heart. It was a tool and an exclusive set that came out for my 5-year anniversary slash 2-year tooliversary with Dory back the first week of March. We wanted something unique that wasn't part of any set before. Oop. I know you guys can't hear my YouTube, but I can. And it just stopped, so I gotta go put it back on. Cause I like the music I'm listening to today. It's like I'm vibing with it. Tomorrow, hopefully. Skip. Oh no, it started over. No, I like that other one. There we go. Gonna go back. Little blue fire opal hearts. I love it. It's so freaking pretty. I hope it all works out and it's an easy thing for you. Just one of those things that just goes right for you right now. And by easy, I mean just smooth. It goes smooth for you. I know. So it's a mix. It's a mix of the two. Like on their own, they're both really pretty, but together, it literally looks like this. And I think that's why I like it so much. All right. I think this is done because it'll be real sparkly once I, you know, top coat it and stuff. So we're gonna let this do its thing. Speaking of top coating, I need to not top coat this, but um, well, maybe. So should we add the little dots in the shells or should we not for this one and just kind of keep it as like a whatever it is? We're doing? Leave it. Okay. Too late. I really wanted to top coat it. Oh, so pretty. I've been waiting to see it with the sparkles behind it. So obviously I'm not putting resin on this tonight, but I want to get the top coat drying. Ooh, that one's fun. Okay, I'll set it aside. Next item to top coat is this one because I meant to do it earlier and forgot. This one you can kind of already see all the sparkles because I went a little bit heavier with the background instead of like a really, really light sparkle layer. But I mean, that's not a bad thing. You could just kind of see it more from without the top coat. So I feel like there's a couple of reasons. One, this helps brighten up the paint because when it dries, it kind of goes a little dull. It helps brighten it up. And two, I think it just helps the resin lay better over time, especially over wood. I think it makes it look smoother. But yeah, like I mean, it'll brighten up the colors, but it also brightens up the black background. Um, and I just think it looks nicer under resin, that's all. I wonder who this is for. Oh, you're here. Are you here in Pittsburgh now, Paula? Oh my goodness. I was wondering what time you would get in tomorrow. Eee, that's so exciting. How was your trip in? So weird. It's weird that Paul is here. I wonder who that's for. So, Paula, I don't know what you want to do tomorrow. I have to stop at my parents in the afternoon to take care of the dogs for like an hour, but um, you know, besides that, I'm free. Don't know what your plan of action for the next couple days are, but no, really. Oh, you hit a pothole? You probably hit a pothole. Those are pretty common here in Pittsburgh and around Pittsburgh. Yeah, like 4-ish, 4 something ish. Because I gotta go around 3, 2, 3, and stay for a little bit, and then I might hit a little bit of rush hour coming back. But that way you guys can like rest up and, you know, not feel like you're run down. Okay, we're gonna do some resin. So let me set up really fast. We got a few things to put resin on top of tonight, so let me move these. We'll come back to this. We're just giving this a little bit of dry time right now. Yeah, one of the things about Pittsburgh is that the roads suck. Oh no. I think I need another box too, because these guys need resin. Okay. We'll probably have to do 2 pours. Oh man, I swear, like your luck traveling the last few days has just not been ideal. I mean, I'm not shocked about it though, because I mean, what, there's like 500 to 700,000 more people that are going to be in the city than what we're used to. And our roads are tiny, our highways are tiny. I heard a lot of businesses too are like, yeah, you guys don't have to come to work. Oops, I didn't even put my gloves on. Whoopsies. Yeah, I can't believe they did what they did last night. That's just unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Yes. One of the steep roads I have to drive when I go to get my nails done, but it's not like the steep one that everybody thinks of when they hear Pittsburgh. No. It's different every year. Um, I don't think we've ever had it here that I can remember, so it's a big deal. I think it was in like Nashville last year. I mean, it's good for the city because it brings in business and, whatever, but it's a lot. Oh, was it last year? Why did I think it was in Nashville? Maybe you guys were. I get distracted easily. Yes. The NFL draft is this weekend, Judy. So there's going to be a shit ton more people in the city than there normally is. This is resin. It's a two-part resin. So I'm mixing the two parts together because that's what causes the chemical reaction, which causes it to harden up over the next 24, 48, 72 hours. This definitely needs to go in some hot water because I can feel it's very cold. So we'll just do another 2 ounces, and if I need to pour some into a mold, I will. Because I've got 7 pieces to put resin on top of tonight. Typically, 2 ounces will get me like 4 or 5 ornaments, but it will not usually cover fully 4 coasters. So I have 5 coasters and 2 ornaments to do. Yeah, they say about 3 days, three or so days to achieve full, like, really like nice scratch resistant rock hard cure. So especially before you use it, they definitely say let it cure for that long. Oh really? I use it a lot on my art. So I'm using a 2-part resin, which you mix equal parts together. So that's what I'm doing. I measured out equal parts of the A and the B. Which, by the way, guys, I was watching a video on Facebook and I saw someone measuring out their resin, which made me go to Google because I always tell you guys, like, don't weigh your resin. But I was curious, and I'm correct. The majority of resins, unless they tell you that you have to measure by weight, which most of them do not, you need to measure by volume because the parts usually are a little bit different and they weigh different amounts. So, if the directions tell you to weigh it, weigh it. If the directions tell you to measure it, like pour it out and measure it, do that. I don't know the resin that the person I was watching was using. Um, so I don't know, but since they show themselves measuring it, it made me curious. Yeah, unless otherwise stated. That was one of the mistakes that I did when I first started using resin is that I always weighed it out, and I was wondering why, like, I don't think it fully cured. Now, I don't have any of that stuff anymore, but, you know, a little bit of paint on this napkin, but that's okay. Switch this out carefully. We'll just mix this for just a little longer. I usually mix for a couple minutes. I don't really time it because I like kind of know at this point. But I know I did not mix it up well enough before I let it sit in the hot water bath, so I'm going to continue mixing it. Yeah, one is definitely denser than the other for sure. I think it's very, very rare to have one that you measure out. And I think, unfortunately, that's just like a common misconception amongst a lot of people where they don't realize that it does matter. So I'm not saying that this person didn't do it right because I don't know what resin they were using. I don't even remember who it was, but they were putting it over some dotting coasters, and I was like, "Ooh." But who am I to say anything? Because I don't know all the details, and they could absolutely know what they're doing. I don't want to be that person. But it had me question my process, second guess my process, and the things that I was telling you. I still will say don't use UV resin on something that isn't like you can't see through. I will die on that hill. Don't do it. I know it feels cured. It might not be fully cured. There's no way for you to know. I was gonna say, aren't you international? Yeah, that is shitty. But hey, at least they paid for it, right? That was almost bad. Yes. There is a difference in different UV lamps. The wattage is different. Um, Certain resins will cure at a different wattage than others. Some, if the lamp is too high, it'll cure your resin too fast and it'll look kind of rippled. What the hell? That's so stupid. Good night, Gren. See you soon. Yeah, everything should have been free, including parking. Okay, we'll mix that just a little bit more in a little bit, but I want to get this on. All right, so this ornament already has one coat, but it needs a second coat. So I'm going to put that here. Um, so I've tried like cheapo lamps from the craft store. Those don't work. I've tried, it's called Melody Susie, which you can I used to have it on my Amazon storefront, but I have since took it off. So one of the Melody Susie lamps, and there's a bunch of different ones. So, that was the lamp that Resin Rockers would use until they came out with one specifically made for the UV resin that they sell. So they'll recommend their lamp. Um, I will also recommend their lamp. I know it's expensive, but their lamp is different than all the lamps out there on the market. They've got multiple different settings of wattage, which is nice because you start out low and work your way up, and that ensures that your resin stays like super pretty. Because if you, I say cook it, if you cook it too fast, then you'll notice that your like the top of your resin will look like it kind of has little ripply wave looking things on it, and you don't want that. That means that your resin is curing way too fast. Um, but if you don't cure it enough or you don't cure it at a high enough wattage, it'll stay sticky for a while, or you'll just have to like put it under there for like a really long time, which you shouldn't have to do. So they recommend starting off on the lowest setting, and I usually do for probably like, 60 seconds. And then after that, I know that the top has like cured enough where it's not gonna ripple on me if I like crank up the wattage. And then I'll let that do its thing at a higher wattage for, a minute or two. I think they do 90 seconds. And I usually just do two passes of that just to be safe. It's usually good after one, but just to make sure it's nice and fully cured. After the higher wattage at 90-second timer goes off, I just push the button again. So theirs is nice because it has a timer, it has different wattage settings and all that kind of stuff. It's literally like a everything that you need UV lamp. It is expensive, but they offer quad pay or the pay in four, whatever that's called. It's different for everyone. But they offer that, and I would highly recommend if you're looking to invest in UV resin, you think you're going to be using it a lot, in my opinion, with most things, honestly, I have this opinion for, you want to spend the money because then you don't have to spend more money trying to get something to work better. You want to invest a little bit into certain things, and I think that resin and UV resin is definitely one of those things that you shouldn't go cheap on because you're going to get a cheap end result. Um, Even like I'm not even going to say the brands because I'll get in trouble, but there are certain brands out there that are pretty popular, um, that have resin in the name. Anyways, um, while their resin is nice, it doesn't hold up long term. It will yellow faster than resin rockers. All resin will amber over time. That's just what happens. But theirs has specific like UV resistant stuff in it, which keeps it clear for much longer than any other brand. Um, I've went through multiple different brands of resin, UV resin and two-part resin. Went through multiple brands over the last 5 years, and all of them at this point have ambered, except Resin Rockers. So I can't say anything about their resin. I've heard that their curing thing is pretty cool. And I am interested in it, but I'm not interested in enough to spend the money for it. I'll just be patient and wait for my resin to cure. But, I don't really know much about that brand, but I heard that some people do really like their resin curing machine. Some people say it doesn't work, or doesn't work well enough. I don't know enough to be able to speak on it though. Yep, buy it right the first time. And I'm not just saying that because I am an affiliate for Resin Rockers. I liked Resin Rocker product products before I became an affiliate. Okay, so um, I get a little bit of a commission for first time buyers, but like not return. So there's, it's not like I'm always just saying it to get a little bit more money in my pocket. That's not the case. I actually don't really make much from them at all because I have more return customers than new buyers because that's just how it is. Oh no, I dropped my rubbing alcohol in the trash. I am just hitting it with a lighter to pop bubbles. What stuff stays sticky? Exactly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that it's, the lamp itself, it's possible it's the resin or a little bit of both. But, like, honestly, I'm not kidding, resin rockers, they're worth spending every penny for. I remember I went through a bunch of different UV resins in my day, and, theirs was the one that I tried and stopped looking for another UV resin after that. It checked every box for me. Because in the past, I'd use it, some other brand or a craft store brand, and I would have to set my stuff outside in the sun to get it to not be sticky, and by doing that, it turned yellow immediately because that's way too much UV ray for it. You really shouldn't have to stick your stuff out in the sun to get it to cure. We'll come back to that. Actually, no, let me just do it now because there's a bubble. So this is a lighter, and all I'm doing is popping the bubbles of the resin, which you really can't see because there aren't that many. But this ensures like a really nice glass-like finish. And before I close it for good, I'm just gonna make sure that there's no cat hair. All right, we'll do the next one. I'm gonna put this somewhere flat. Be right back. Oops, bumped you. I'm sorry. I unfortunately dropped I dropped it in resin, and I keep forgetting to get a new one. Like there was no saving it. Which is fine. Like I was almost out of the fluid anyways. Like I was gonna need to either refill or get a new one, so it wasn't the end of the world. But thankfully I had a couple of my old lighters that I used to love. I had a couple of those still in my drawer because I bought a couple packs from Amazon before I found the smaller lighter. So I just kept those in the drawer for emergency use, and thank God I did because it happened in the middle of me doing a resin pour, and I needed to pop my bubbles. I know. It got, like, all like, I couldn't even wipe it off. It got all in, like, the little, like, adjusty thing that changed like the flame level, you know? And like just like all inside all the little cracks and crevices of it. So I would just was like, all right, I'm just throwing this out. There's no saving it. But I panicked because I couldn't find the other lighters for a little bit. And I had my resin all mixed up, but we were good. We found it. All is well. In fact, I was just over there. I knew I needed something over there and I didn't obviously get it because I forgot. Nope, it was just I broke it through my own stupidity. I was using it to hold up a lid of of like an actual box, and it just fell and just landed right on a coaster that had a bunch of resin on it. So I flooded this a little too much. I did it on purpose though, but I will pay for it later in cleanup and trimming off the excess resin on the sides. It's fine, it happens, but I will pay for it later. That's okay. I'll let this sit for a second, let any extra bubs come up. Thanks. I have a little extra resin, so I'm gonna do what I always do. Pour into some molds. I don't need these now, but I'll thank myself next year when I go to make more. Um, so I do a dome coat to where I can't see any dots poking through, and then I try and just, you know, test the dome just a little bit more. I do it in the hopes of not having to do a second pour. That doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does work in my favor. I'm gonna try to be live on Thursday. I really don't know what the plan is. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I am scheduled to be live on Thursday. I just don't quite know what me and Paula are doing. Yeah, I'll be back Monday for sure. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Sometimes. It kind of depends on the mold because resin gets very hot as it cures. So you want to make sure that it says that you can, and if it doesn't, you just kind of take a risk on it not curing or not curing. You take a risk on it like fucking up your molds, melting it, all that kind of stuff. I think we will. But yeah, it varies mold to mold. It's best to read the description. Like if you're looking on Etsy, for example, usually in the description it'll tell you like you can use this with resin or don't use this with resin or resin only, no food. Just depends. I know, I don't have any good Christmas, I gotta find some good Christmas molds. I mean, I have a ton of molds, don't get me wrong, but there's certain ones that I'm looking for at this point. It's probably dumb of me to take my gloves off already, but we're gonna risk it. Okay. One last little boop, and then we let them go to sleep for the night, and I'll check on them tomorrow. I put one of my pigments, and I don't think it really made a difference. And I did, was this a oh, it's a special mix. I think what it is Stardust, Spook, and Tab mixed together, but I mixed that on my own, I guess. Okay. So time is it? What we got time? I took off my sweatshirt because I didn't want to get cat hair all over things. Well, thankfully, Mr. Mr. Human Kitty, he'll be home. So him and Tub will spend the weekend together. It'll be a boys' weekend. But yeah, when Scott's at work, if I'm out and about, Toby will definitely be sleeping for sure. And he'll love every single minute of it. So he'll forget about me. Sorry, guys, I forgot. Heather's gonna try and sneak over on Monday to come meet him. Whoever rides with me to 24-hour might be forced to come back to my apartment real fast. I did not make a color card for this, mostly because I wasn't sure if I was gonna add or take away anything. But I guess I probably could now because I think I like the way it turned out. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yes, you're more than welcome to come in my car. I went to the car wash today and vacuumed and cleaned out everything. I figure whoever's coming with me to 24-hour will just kind of decide that on Friday night. But in case you were coming with me, I cleaned out my trunk so that we could put anything that you needed to in there. Well, so since they're gonna be we're gonna be carpooling this weekend, there's no sense in all of us taking separate cars an hour away. So we're gonna probably pile in, 3, 4, 5 cars if we can. So I it's just me, but I keep a lot of things in my car, in my trunk. So I wanted to make sure that everything was spick and span for anybody who might be coming in my vehicle. Not that it was really that dirty, but um, I hadn't vacuumed it since I got it, and I've had it for quite a few months, and I took it to a vendor event. So, like, of course, there was probably like, grass and shit in it. And then, it went through all the winter with the salt and stuff. That's fine. You can sit in the front seat. I would have made you because going through the tunnels and popping out into the city is very important for you to see. It's one of my favorite views, and I've lived here my entire life, and it does not get old. I always get excited going through the tunnels. And it's not every tunnel. It's a specific tunnel, which we will be, I believe, going through to go to 24-hour. Oh, so pretty. Right. The one from 76, 376 pops out right like over everything. You can see the point, you can see the city, you can see everything. Pretty sure that's the tunnel. The other one from the Liberty tubes is not as exciting. So, I'm assuming you drove on it, the Parkway, the 376, like the main highway. Well, it's not, well, probably the one that you drove on, part of them anyways, to get to the hotel. So basically, if you just go the opposite direction away from me, um, you just go straight, 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 and eventually you'll hit the tunnels. You go through the tunnels and the city pops out, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. We might not get the full experience because we might be in bumper to bumper traffic. But maybe we won't be at 8:30 in the morning or so. Maybe we'll be able to ride on right through the tunnels and pop out. But maybe traffic would be nice because it gets you your views. Fort Pitt is not the best. It's freaking scary. Or if you're talking about like to view the city, yeah, but not to the under part of Fort Pitt, terrifying. But I think when we come back from there, we'll be on the right side of the road, so we won't have to cross over a bazillion lanes. Although I got my practice in the other day, so if we happen to go the other way, I feel like I'm good. I texted Heather. I was like, "Oh my God, I went over the bridge." But yeah, we go through the mountains basically. It's not I don't consider them mountains, but it's just we go literally into the side of a mountain and then we pop out and the city. So, but I think all will be fine. We'll just take it as it comes, day by day, minute by minute. So for anybody who I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit, so hold on. Hi. So for anybody who is not coming to the dot meetup, which is probably a lot of you, um, I'm off tomorrow. I might be live on here on Thursday. I don't know. I plan to be, but I don't know. So if I'm not live on Thursday, I will not see any of you guys until I missed one. Where? Oh, I did miss one. You're right. I won't see any of you guys until Monday, and that will be over on TikTok. So, yes. I did it today. Do you like it? I had to bleach my hair today. I was scared. But it all turned out fine. Everything was good. I was just trying to get it a little bit lighter, because I didn't feel like she lightened my hair enough, and so the blue, well, I made the mistake when I re-dyed my hair. I tried to do blue, teal, purple, um, but my hair wasn't light enough to do that kind of stuff, so it didn't really stay. So this time today I was like, I'm gonna get some bleach. And I kind of already had like obviously like my dark roots. And it was like balayage. I don't know what the balayaged? I don't know. But so I just kind of like painted it and just like hope for the best. I'm okay with it not all being the same color. I wasn't trying to go for that. I was just trying to lighten up some areas. So when this fades, it'll be different parts. Like you can already see, like some is a little bit more teal, some's more blue. And as it fades, it'll start to look even cooler. But yeah, I did my hair today. I did. Back to my blue self, because this is what I used to have before I went Galaxy, and this is easier to upkeep on my own than trying to do all the colors. The lamp you want to get from Resin Rockers, where did I put it? I moved it the other day, so hold on. It's called the Magic Cure. They're different colors. I've had this one for a while. I don't even know if this one is available anymore, but it's called the Magic Cure lamp. It is a little pricey, but you can split it in quad pay if you need. I highly recommend. I think that they have a beginner kit, but it doesn't come with that. I don't know how their beginner, like their mini lamp is. I'm not sure. I can't speak on it. I've never used it. It must be okay if they're selling it. Look, I have some blue on me. But anyways. Oh, you got the red one, like the candy apple one. That one is so pretty. Of course, so that one was a gift. Anthony bought it for me, and all of the workers at Resin Rockers, they signed it, but it has like started to come off at this point. I should have like spray painted it. Um, but as soon as they came out with that, I got that one. They came out with like a really pretty one, like a prettier one, and I was like, oh, because that's like their normal like company color. That was their first one. But like I really wanted the purple one, and the red one's really pretty. But I just don't use UV enough to have two of them. So I did not do. Oh, speaking of dad joke, Paula, what was the tumbleweed one that you told the other day? Because my dad, he's out that area right now for a trip, and he was like, "I saw a tumbleweed go across the road. I've never seen one in person before." I said, "That's so funny. That literally just happened to one of my followers." And his joke was, "Why did the little tumbleweed cross the road?" But he wouldn't tell us the punchline. And I couldn't remember the punchline that you did. Um, oh, of the small one. Yeah, this one is really nice because first of all, it's rechargeable, so like it doesn't have to stay plugged in all the time. Do a little free Resin Rockers promo for them. So you can charge it and it'll hold a charge so you can take it with you places, which is so freaking nice. But anyway, so you turn it on and like I need to charge it, like my battery's kind of low. Oops, I just turned it on. But anyway, so you can see that there are different wattage here. So like I'll start at the lowest wattage, which that's what that light bulb is. Where's my wattage? Is that this button? I can't see. Yeah, so you see it goes up and down. So I'll start at the lowest one or two and I'll cook it for about 60 seconds and that'll like harden the top part, and then I will bump up my wattage because at that point, once the top part is like cured, it's not going to ripple on you, and then I will cook it longer. So there's 60, 90, and 120 seconds. I think I just do 120 just to make sure it's good. But you have different times, different wattage levels. No lamp is like this. So yeah, it'll work. My recommendation and their recommendation is if you don't use their resin, um, start out at the lowest and work your way up. So yeah, it should work. Yep. It also, I took it out, but it comes with a bottom part. It like connects and it's like, it's kind of like the same shiny as this. And so it'll help kind of like spread the light around. But I take that off because I just like to be able to set it on top of my stuff, and if I need to flip the mold, I will. So, you guys are trying to find it. But yeah, I really like that lamp a lot. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I'm gonna find a dad joke for you real fast. Let's see. There's a peacock pun. It says, "Whether you like it or not, I look good." Oh, okay, hold on. I need to text that to my dad right now. Okay. I put weed.
Okay. Do you like the kit ones? Of course, of course. Anyways, I will see you guys maybe Thursday night. I'll give you guys a heads up if I'm not going live in the Facebook group. Otherwise, if you don't hear anything from me, assume you'll see me back here at 9:30. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Monday, which will be great, but also sad because that means that the dot meetup is over. But anyways, I can't wait to see some of you guys this weekend. I'm so excited. And I and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.